Seru. Amazing.
Choosy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Architect Talk. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Mohamed Yoga and I'm from batch 2020 Architecture International Program.
I'm Diva. So I'm one of student in architecture program batch 2020 and I have joined the winter school program. Nama aku Mariza. Aku dari arsitektur 2020. Kemarin aku ikut kegiatan program winter school dari arsitektur. And where did you get the information? So I got the information on the winter school program on the Instagram and also public lecture.
Instagram post of Department of Architecture UI.
Kemarin aku itu dapat infonya itu dari jurusan arsitektur dan jurusannya juga nge-share lewat WhatsApp. Can you tell us the flow of the selection?
For the flow first, we need to input our name to give form from Department of UI. And then the department will call you for interview.
So the first, we just like fill out the G form that will announce from the Department Architecture, and then we also like submit some data, which like the CEPT or in English, English test, and if we are accepted to the program, we have some interviews, and after the interview running out of, we just like got some information about the more data or the more file that we need to fill, like visa and also the passport, something like that. So is it difficult to apply the visa?
I think for applying the visa, I think not difficult because the Prodi it's very helpful for this agenda. We just need collect our document, so the Prodi will take care all of you.
Apa aja dokumen yang perlu disiapin untuk daftar program itu?
Itu sebenarnya banyak banget karena untuk ngurus ke visa ke Eropa itu susah banget. Jadi ada KTP, terus ada akte kelahiran dan masih banyak banget, dan semua dokumen itu harus ditranslate ke bahasa Inggris.
I think a lot of document we need to prepare it because Schengen visa it's quite difficult to apply. First we need about the identity card, student card, birth certificate, passport, and etc. that you need to take for abroad. I think.
So what was the first activity that you did in Europe?
So the first activity is we first travel around the France country, which whereas specifically in Paris. So we travel around the Eiffel Tower and we see the vibe and the surrounding of the city inside that. And also we visit some public spaces around the Eiffel Tower. Kegiatan pertama kali itu kita nyampe itu langsung di negara Prancis, dan di sana kita kebanyakan tour di negara itu.
Oh, first activity after I take boat from Indonesia to Paris. I take off in Paris, so after that I walk around about the Paris city tour, and I think that was a beautiful city in Germany, or I think in western of Europe.
Project workshopnya itu ngapain aja sih? Boleh dong diceritain?
Untuk project workshopnya itu kita join workshop sama mahasiswa di Bauhaus Weimar. Kita belajar bagaimana public space itu sudah aman dan nyaman untuk dipakai.
I like about the workshop in that campus because the workshop is about the public identity, safety in public space, because we need too concerned about the safety in public area that's public has safety or not.
The workshop project that I conduct in winter program is like a joint studio that has like we need to solve some kind of issues in the public space around the Bauhaus University. So basically, our project is in Bauhaus University.
So, did you get any culture shock, like the food or the culture or maybe the people itself?
Of course, I did. First, maybe it's about the culture shock about how the people around there talk to stranger, and also yeah, they talk like straightforward. And you know the Indonesian people just really have first a friendly vibe, but in there is just like straightforward what they need to want to talk. Another funny things that I'll also try the U-Bahn or like train, public train in the Berlin, and I met like two teenagers and they are start kissing in front of me like maybe the Indonesian is really strange moment, but yeah, they just like the around people just really ignore some kind of doing like that.
Kalau culture shock sih lebih ke WC-nya itu nggak ada air, jadi kita harus bawa bidet gitu, bidet sendiri yang ada airnya, isi air sendiri. Jadi itu susah banget. Terus sama kalau makanan semuanya pakai roti. Dan di KFC pun di sana juga nggak nyediain nasi, sediainnya kentang.
What countries did you visit?
A lot of country I think first is Paris and Brussels, and then Netherlands, and before the last is Germany, and the last is Frankfurt I think.
Kemarin aku kunjungin di 4 negara. Yang pertama itu ada Prancis, terus ada Belgia, Belanda, sama Jerman.
First is the France, Belgium, and the Netherlands, and the last one is Germany.
Negara apa yang menurut kamu paling seru untuk dikunjungi?
Yang paling seru itu sebenarnya Amsterdam, karena banyak banget momen di sana, tapi nggak bisa aku ceritain.
Kenapa nggak bisa diceritain dong? Nggak bisa ya?
The most exciting country I think it's Netherlands. Why Netherlands? Because I think Netherlands it's very beautiful country. Very green. I think like in the small city town, but like in historical city. First, why? Because Netherlands can make the weakness as advantages of this country. Because the water sea is more higher than the land, but they can make that as advantages.
So I think my favorite space that I visited is in the in Berlin, Germany, because we also visited called as Museum Island. So in the Museum Island, we can see so many museums in there. Like I think 5 museums that are inside the Museum Island. The Museum Island, and one of them is the Pergamon Museum around the island is really have good architectural style, really different style from the Indonesian one, and they have maybe like classical, and I think they have like Greek style temple, and they also have so much ornaments inside the museums. So amazed to the kind of arrangement of the museum in it here.
If you were given the opportunity to join this program again, what moments would you like to repeat?
The moment I would like to repeat is workshop. because I find a new friend, new experience, and new study, and I can learn about the study, about the architecture in Weimar and in Indonesia. What about the difference? That's more excited that I can pick it.
Aku pengen lagi diulang itu sebenarnya pengen banget ngeliat-liat gedung-gedung arsitektur di sana, bangunan-bangunan arsitektur di sana karena benar-benar beda banget sama di Indonesia.
Okay.
So that the moment that I want to repeat again, to repeat is like the joint studio because I can like has cultural exchange and also ideas exchange from the international students, and it really makes me think more widely and like it's really out of the box. And also I can see directly the real condition of how the public space is arranged on the Germany in the Germany. Yeah.
Ada pesan nggak untuk teman-teman yang adik-adik tingkat yang mau ikut program yang serupa untuk di next sessionnya ini?
Jangan ragu buat ikut program ini karena benar-benar seru banget. Karena kalian bisa belajar tentang bangunan-bangunan di negara lain yang stylenya itu beda banget sama di Indonesia. Terus jangan lupa banyak abadikan momen di sana karena kemarin aku nyesel banget nggak banyakin capture momen di sana.
Because we don't know when that program can start it again, but I message to who want to follow this agenda. I think you need to follow rather the cost you pay it. I think more important rather than experience you get it, because the experience you get in that campus or rather in other country, it's more important. I think that you need to follow and follow.
Okay, so